Greetings, grace, peace, and blessings. I wanted to talk about something I'm noticing is people are using improper terms for the people who are doing bad things. They're calling them certain groups, certain uh, religious groups, uh, and so this is inaccurate because if anybody who has read the Bible, even vaguely, like I never read the Bible in great depth or whatever, but I knew that in Leviticus, the Jews were commanded not to eat blood. And of course, we know that the Old Testament 10 commandments: don't kill, don't envy other people. God had many conditions upon this group of people, and yet people are throwing around the term Jew and blah blah blah. And the thing is, they're not Semitic. They're not even Jews, like the people who are genociding and drinking the blood and doing human sacrifice. This is not Jewish practice. This is a Babylonian, Canaanite, uh, demon worshiping cult. It's different. And I guess the people who don't care about proper terminology, they hate Jesus, they hate the Bible, so they don't think it's of any matter to call somebody a Jew. But a Jew is like the Jew were the people of the book, the Old Testament. And so when folks are going around genociding, doing human sacrifice, raping little kids, eating their flesh and blood, like that's just not technically accurate. And I think we have to have proper terms. I think we have to like have scientific rigor in the terminology we're using. And so people are like, well, everybody knows what I mean when I say Jew. No, I mean a certain, like in World War II, a lot of these Talmudic rabbinical blasphemers, Satanists, they wanted to kill the 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 people of the book who were going working out well in Germany, that had no prejudice against Christians. Um, like these Talmudic rabbinical Satanists were mad that that Jews were being nice to Gentiles, to Christians. And so these Talmudic Satanists wanted to kill these nice, socially adjusted Jewish people. So, and even if like so you follow the book, which makes you you follow the God, which makes you the believer. So a Christian who participates in human sacrifice or whatever, they're not a Christian anymore. Like there are imposters. And what I'm realizing is so many people are like, well, Satan would never lie to us. Satan would never be an imposter. He would show you that he's evil. No. I mean, like people are so naive and willfully stupid. Of course there's going to be fake Christians, there's going to be fake patriots, there's going to be fake Jews, there's going to be fake Muslims. A lot of the Hamas people are Jewish. A lot of the ISIS people are Jewish. A lot of the Saudi people, Jewish. Like Mao was informed by, you know, and so yeah, so I said Jewish, but they're Talmudic Satanists. Like Mao was informed by Talmudic Satanists. So I just think that if we're going to use a biblical term, and I made a mistake just now saying, like Marx's dad was a rabbi. But I don't think Marx's dad was a Satanist, because his dad wrote him and like, why are you behaving the way you are? And Marx admitted that he was a Satanist. He joined a church of Satan. He talked about being happy about blood and rejecting the Almighty Creator and so forth. so so I think like we have to stop being so naive and know that, because I've experienced this myself, where I'll check out a patriot group or alternative health group, and there's like anti-American, anti-white very leftist stuff there, um, or just unfriendly, like insulting other people because they're from someplace else or whatever. So, um, so I'm saying that we need to be wise as the serpents and gentle as the doves. So stop assuming that Satan is going to play by your rules. These Talmudic um, blasphemers, these Khazarian mafia demon worshippers, they practice magic. They're masters at illusion. They're masters at psychological operations and cognitive dissonance and, you know, just um, psychological abuse, trauma bonding. So they're very very good at what they do, and they have made us. We're brought up. If you're in the West, in Christendom, you're brought up with the golden rule. Just treat me as I would want to be treated. I'll treat you as I want to be treated. And this is not the rule that they follow. The Satanists, and this can be the fake patriot. This can be the fake, Arabian. This can be the fake Jew. This can be the fake Chinese. Like people they use our good nature against us, and we have to be wise as the serpents. So we have to be aware that even though we're really good people and we would never betray other people, there are those, and many, whose whole career and their whole joy is to betray you. And so anyways, I really think that people need to replace this inaccurate term with Satanist, because the people, folks are like, the problem are the Jews. No, it's Satanists, because there's Muslims that are working for the IDF. There's Americans who are working for the IDF that helped destroy the Twin Towers and destroy America, destroy Europe. So these are not of Jewish descent in any way. These are Satanists. These are people who are happy to traffic children and torture them and violate them and soul scalp them and drink their blood. These are not Jewish people. I mean, just because they have a costume, these are imposters. So I'm just saying, folks, like, Satan is not playing by your rules. Stop it. Stop thinking that Satan is playing by your rules. He's going to lie to you. He's got thousands of years of practice to know how to manipulate you and deceive you. And I do think that's why we have to have accurate terms. So we can't just call everybody a Jewish person. We can't just throw around the term anti-Semitic, because the Semites are the Arabs of Gaza. So, when somebody's saying, like, nobody's bashing the Arabs of Gaza at this point other than the IDF. And people are like, well, you know what I mean. No. Like, if an alien just arrived today, they would think, anti-Semitism is about the Arabs of Gaza. No, I think we have to be thorough. And I think that's what a true Christian does. And I think that is what somebody of European descent does, is you get really specific. That's why you can have science. That's why you can have architecture. A building that stands and lasts for 1,000 years is not based on somebody who's like, well, you know what I mean. No, a building that lasts for 1,000 years, or science, or history, or a civilization, it's because it's built on unshakable principles of truth. And that's why I think we have to have our semantics. I think that's the proper word, semantics. We have to have exact, accurate definitions. And we also have to have, like, a right mindset, like, know that we are not working with people operating from truth. And, and we have to just be very specific and be aware. And so I just wanted to get that off my chest. So pay attention, folks. And when people are throwing around, oh, this is the Jews are doing a problem or whatever. No, these are the Khazarian mafia. These are the Talmudic rabbinical Satanists. These are not the Jews. And who are the Jews anyway? There might not even be Jews in proper terms right now, because we are in this dispensation of the Bible. There are no Jew or Gentile. It's in Romans. Paul tells us. So maybe there's no such thing as a Jew right now. So being that it's a biblical term, and non-biblical people are using that term inaccurately, I just think that that's wrong. And if you're going to be any activist to save save Christendom, you have to have proper terms. You have to have accurate terms, else you're misguiding good people. So what do you guys think? Thanks for watching. God bless.